Welcome back, everybody. Coach Joe here of the Atlanta Talonflames. We are here for our Week 5 UPA. Oh, no, not Week 5. Week 6 UPA matchup against Galladite and the Calgary Flamethrowers is his team. So we're going to hit the A button. We're going to see what his 6 mons are. He actually brought Stone Journer. I am shocked. I'm stunned at that. I did not anticipate that thing at all. Crook and throw. Okay. Based on that, I kind of want to lead Volkner and see how that plays out, but I'm not a... Does that thing even get the... I forget if I did that in the team builder. Does it? It does get Stealth Rock. Okay. Alright, so let's see if this plays out properly. Alright, Week 6 of the UPA versus the Calgary Flamethrowers. Good luck, have fun to Galladite. He's a good man, a very good man. Let's see, can we end his streak? Let's see what he leads with. Rock Core. He does have Intimidate. I kind of want to keep Electivire around. So I'm going to switch and hope that he's going for Stealth Rocks. He went knockoff. Guess I just click Hyper Voice then. So that thing is definitely scarfed then. No, it's not. And it just gets a KO. And it's going to knock off the Eviolite, presumably. Let's see. We'll just use Stealth Rock here. Relax Nature. Ice Beam. 83% give or take. That's assault vest. So I'm just going to hit another ice beam here. With the way my Porygon 2 is set up, max 40% damage here. If he keeps it in, nope, he switches into what? Pine Barrens, that's the Ferrothorn. It's lefties, okay. I'm going to go into Varian here. As he does go for rocks, which is a good thing, because we... does a decent amount of damage there. As he does go for Leech Seed, which is to be expected. He is probably going to switch. I probably should have went for Defog. Yep. Rotom Wash. That does nothing to it. He's probably going to go for Volt Switch or something here, I would think. Going to the... Try to get a switch into Crook. Alright, so I still take burn damage. I think I'm just going to go for Shadow Claw. I think I might just sack this thing off, if anything. This might predict a switch. Nope. Just goes into Volt Switch, which is fine. Calgary, that's G-Max Zard. He's most likely going to max here. Nope, just goes for Scorching Sands. That's perfectly fine. And it's Life Orb. We know it's Scorching Sands with Life Orb. How much is this doing? 49%, give or take. And I'm just going to go into Porygon 2 here. We'll just... We'll see how this plays out. Who knows, maybe he switches? Nope, he just maxes. Alright, so with the Life Orb and no... Oh wait, no, that's with 252. And I got 52. Ooh, I barely survived. Okay. I'll just recover and let Porygon 2 go down. It wouldn't make sense if he sets this up. Let's see if you've got... Alright, so you are max. We're going to say you're at like 45%. We'll just click Geyser. He'll probably use Max Guard or something here. Nope, goes for Airstream. Alright, so he's just going to sack off the Charizard then. Alright. So that's one down. Does go into Rotom. So we'll see if he's like Specs or something. Alright, it's not Specs. But I will get the Resonance off. It says Max Lightning. There's no way that does that much to it. There's no way this thing does that much to it. Oh, that's +2. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, about 25%. That's how much it did. I'll just hit a max. It has Pain Split. Alright, so this is going to do about 48% here, max. Let's... And it says I should be able to survive a hit here. Let me just... I'm just going to go for Freeze Dry here. And Lapras is going to pick up another KO. Right now, the Ferrothorn is the hardest thing I gotta worry about at this point. Stone Journer. That thing is faster? Holy mackerel. Who would have thought that a pile of stones would be fast? Seriously, I am baffled at this. I'm just going to need to make a hope for a miss. Nope. No miss. I don't have that. I have lefties. kind of want to keep. I got one more turn of Veil left. And Earthquake does. He withdrew, alright. Into Rock Core, that's Crook. Kind of need to keep him around, so I'm probably going to be sacking this off. I think he's won. Yeah, I just sacked off Electivire. That was basically my last win con. Might as well. I mean, he's going to switch into Ferrothorn and just take the win. Or not. I mean, he's going to take the win, but he's just going to do it 3-0 now, I guess. Unless he miraculously just wants to give me kills, which I doubt he would. Out of curiosity, what goes on with a throw anyway? Like, I honestly have no idea about this mon. Guts are inner focus with Mold Breaker. That's a chonky boy. Brick Break comes out. And it's lefties. So he's going to win 3-0. And he remains undefeated. We fall to 1-5, unfortunately. And they happen. I mean, you live and you learn. So, for the season, we've had 3 3-0s, a 1-0 victory, a tie, and a sweep. Not the worst. Not the worst. I mean, they happen. So, I'm going to try to get him on call, and then we're going to go from there, guys. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for the post-game conference, as is per the usual on the channel. As you guys just saw, we took a 3-0 loss to the Calgary Flamethrowers. They continued their undefeated season. Not to be surprised, if anything. I got the coach. I got Galladite 74 here. Say what's up to the people, Galladite.
Hello, everybody on YouTube. I'm Galladite, and I thought that was a pretty fun battle you guys just watched.
It was definitely a fun battle. Now I said it in the team builder, bro. I did not see Stonejourner coming at all, and I like the I like the nickname too. Period, hyphen period. If I'm not mistaken, that's some kind of Morse code, isn't it?
It's I know, I don't know, but there's an ongoing joke, and I guess in one of these groups for like Lieutenant Gold, for example, it's called like the Dorian face. I don't know where that came from, but I guess Stonejourner still looks like it.
Oh, the Dorian, because last week he had nicknamed his Garbodor Garbodorian.
Okay. I'm not too in with the joke, but it looked like it, so.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
I mean, Choice Scarf definitely a smart. I mean, now granted, I mean, Choice Scarf would have been fine regardless, but I was shocked to find out that a giant pile of rocks is faster than a Plesiosaur.
Yeah, this thing being day 70 is very shocking. If you look at this thing when it first came out, and I had to guess its speed, I would never guess that.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Of some of the Gen 8 mons, this one was probably people's... I don't want to group everybody into it because, there's always people who have, their favorite mon and whatnot. So somebody out there probably likes Stonejourner, and that's perfectly fine. But I would assume maybe the consensus of people would put it in the top 10 worst Gen 8 designs.
I'm very back and forth on it. I like it, but I think it's kind of dumb at the same time.
I can tell you this. I did do this my friend asked me to do it as a joke, and since you have it, I can technically say it to you. One time on my stream a few months ago, my friend was like to me as a joke, run Stonejourner with Steely Spirit, Life Orb, Berserker. And surprisingly, it did well.
That does sound pretty good. Berserker is one of those mons I think is kind of underrated.
Yeah, it was like the Power Spot would boost its moves along with the Steely Spirit and Life Orb, but it also would have Wide Guard on it because apparently, I guess Wide Guard changed up to where I guess that move can be used multiple times without failing now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's legitimate. I'm gonna have to double check on that to be frank with you, fam. I'm not trying to throw false information out there.
No, I get that. I know it's more of a doubles move, of course, and I'm not too familiar with some doubles moves and all.
And in all fairness, I left Lapras in there at the end because I was like, I knew you had Stone Edge. I knew that for a fact. So I was like, I pray for a miss because if you miss,
I was dead.
You were most likely dead.
I was so dead.
Yeah, most likely. I do like. I mean, we can talk about the Charizard if anything, but that one I can understand. I mean, it's Calgary. It's your mascot. You're gonna name it Calgary. I can understand that.
Of course.
Out of curiosity, are you from Calgary? I just gotta know that.
Nope, I am from New Jersey. So.
All right, fair enough. Just a Flames fan, I'm assuming, or just a Fire type enthusiast.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan. Well, yeah, Fire type is one of my favorite types. I'm a big hockey fan, so Calgary Flames, Calgary Flamethrowers. It's a run-on. It's just a pun on name or whatever.
Yeah,
you get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Falcons fan, and when Talonflames showed up, I was like, gotta have that as my mom.
You gotta do it, of course.
Gotta do it somehow. And I mean, it was good. I was like, because I watched you battle against Shay beforehand. I was like, would he bring Dragon Pulse for Tyrantrum? Because I mean, granted, you did get the speed boost. You're gonna be faster than it regardless or whatever. But dude, Tyrantrum, if you didn't get any speed boost, that thing was not surviving anything.
Oh no way! I only put a flying move on Charizard so I could outspeed a Scarf Tyrantrum just in case you did bring it, which you did. I see here.
I'll be honest. I almost brought my Charizard too, but I was like, it was a little iffy if anything, because also you have solar power, so it's like, I mean, granted, with G-Max Charizard you can't really utilize
set
that
up some,
yeah.
right?
I do like the nickname for the Wash Roach just because How I Met Your Mother was a great show. It was a great show. Got a phone call for Swally.
That's it.
Phone call for Swally. Is that a
nickname's actually not from that, believe it or not.
Oh, it's not?
No, I have a friend in the community named Jet Swirly, as you're saying, and when I met him, the only Pokemon he ever used was Rotom Wash. So.
Oh, okay. So it's a tribute
about that.
It was tribute to him, but I had that as a fun reference, just because but still, great show by the way.
That's cool to know though. That's cool to know. You learned something new. I didn't know that.
Did you ever watch How I Met Your Mother?
A little bit, yeah. I didn't watch near the end, but I did watch the middle episode, sort of.
Yeah, the Swarly episode I think was season 3 or something like that. Either season 3 or season 4 or something. Literally, it was all because of the barista. You know how sometimes the baristas will mess up your names and write a name that doesn't even come remotely close to your name.
Oh, okay.
and Barney's cup literally said Swarly, so everybody just started calling him Swarly.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny, actually.
Including one where they're like, I got a phone call for Swarls Barkley.
That's funny.
Oh, it was a classic one. The Pain Split definitely was an interesting one, and I was like, please just volt switch the Lapras. Please just volt switch the Lapras. Please just volt switch the Lapras.
Oh, no way. I will let you in on a little thing. Of course, I watch your battles. I do watch all of my opponents' battles prior to it, just to get a feel. Obviously, watch your content for support, of course.
I appreciate that, and I did just subscribe to you before the battle as well.
Oh, thank you. I did really enjoy your battles, but I did one thing in your battles I noticed was that Scar Tyrantrum's common, weakness policy Lapras was pretty common, and that thing hits really hard. So I was very scared. If I volt switched and I didn't kill you, something was dying. So yeah, wasn't gonna proc that.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, you could have easily done it and been like, oh, maybe it's Assault Vest or something like that. I mean, because I've ran that before. I've ran Assault Vest before, and in all fairness, I think if I'm not mistaken, I sent you the one with the Lapras. Let me check it again. No, I did send you that. I did have a different Lapras that actually had what's it called? Sparkling Aria on it. That's what it was. So I thought I had brought that one this time, and I was like, oh, I could do Sparkling Aria and negate the burn.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's a pretty good move actually on that.
Yeah, it was. And plus, it was in the rain, so it would have done something if anything. I didn't.
Right.
Toxic's interesting on the Ferrothorn. I mean, I Stealth Rock, Leech Seed, Gyro Ball. I would be shocked if any of those weren't on a Ferrothorn. Right.
I actually, where did I put Toxic on? I kind of forget what I put it on there for.
Probably an event that Lapras didn't get burned. You just put on a timer.
Maybe that could have been it. Oh, I think it was Porygon 2. It could have been that.
Which you easily dealt with thanks to knockoff. Right.
Yes.
And I was like, because I did the counts and Porygon 2 is doing 75 to 86% give or take with analytic boosted Ice Beam, and it only did 50. I was like, that's Assault Vest if I ever did see it. Either that or you just had a very, very bulky Crocodile, which was not something I would have ever thought of.
AV's a cool item. I like it. So I think it just fit well for just taking hits from P2 and whatever you would have brought maybe.
Is there a reasoning behind Rock Core? Is that something that I'm not catching on?
No,
I see it. It's a palindrome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's a name for something. I couldn't think of a name for that. My brother came up with it, so.
It's actually a palindrome if you look at it.
Yeah, it looks cool because it is that, of course. So.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Rock Core, and it's literally rock and then rock backwards. So.
Yeah.
Props to your brother. He's a smart man.
He is.
And then, of course, always throw it. You know, because why not? We'll just, like, I'm assuming you just, like, throw the match if anything.
Yeah, whenever I do it this season, because it will happen at some point, but...
Yeah, I mean, like, the left, because I honestly never even, like, used throw or done anything with throw before, so I don't know much about it. I think they said... I think I haven't seen that match yet. I'm gonna have to look back at it, but they said you, like, I guess, like, 5-0'd somebody with it or something.
I did. Throw is actually my kill leader of the season so far, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I had never used it prior to this season, so it's really fat. So it just takes hits, and it's really helpful.
Yeah, and I was like at the end there with mine. I mean, you see what I have on Tyrantrum, right?
Play rough, yes, that would have hurt.
I was like, this is gonna be tough here. At the end, can I try? Because I mean, like, if I would have proc play rough on Crocodile, you would have just thrown out Ferrothorn, and then that would have been it. So it's like I didn't want. I mean, granted, I was scarfed, so no matter what happened, I was essentially screwed. And then, I mean, like, having Electivire, like, Flamethrowers, so that was a late addition. I thought I had a good lead, to be honest. It was just a matter of, like, you know, going through the ringers and stuff like that. Like, I really did think I had a good start to the game and whatnot. It was just, you know, something.
I agree. I agree. Sorry, you keep going.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, that's the thing. Like, sometimes you could have a good lead and something happens, or you could have, like, a bad lead and then, you know, the rest of the battle goes the way it goes and whatnot. But like I said to JB, and I say it to everybody, my thing is, I don't really. I mean, the wins and the losses are okay to have. I mean, it's nice to have and whatnot, but my main thing is my opponent is working with me to schedule a battle. We're making content for our respective channels. The least I can do is give them a battle that's, you know, worthy of their skill level, their fans, and if I do that, I'm content with the result.
Oh, me too. I always choose a battle that's really close and good entertainment over just a 6-0 win. Like, it's cool, but it doesn't, like, watching it's kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
And, like, this game was a pretty good one, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like the because I mean, I know you guys said that like in the, I remember you guys talking about it in the draft analysis when you guys did every team, like that I had a strong team. It was just, you know, there's some things that, because like the way I see it, like your team, like like the EVs are all throughout there. Meanwhile, I've got ones that are just, you know, the generic 252s and stuff like that. But it's like,
for some of them, I mean, some of your sets, like EVs are all over. Like Silvalley's EV splits, kind of interesting here. I'm sure that was for something, of course.
It P2. Was. I mean, Porygon 2 was definitely like just any Porygon 2. You know, it's just going to be for trying to survive anything. I was surprised I survived the airstream like I did.
I was a little shocked about that too.
Yeah,
after the Eviolite was gone. Yeah,
because I thought, like, I mean, and even with Life Orb too, like Life Orb plus Dynamax, you would think that Porygon 2 would have done, like, it would have most likely gone down, but the fact that it lived on 8 was surprising.
Impressive. It's impressive.
Yes, it is. But I mean, hey, you keep the undefeated streak alive. You keep doing that season.
Yeah, I'm on a pretty big hot streak right now. Not just in this league, but just in another league I'm into. So I'm feeling good with how things are going.
Yeah, I'm in 4 leagues right now, but only like 3 are actually active at the moment. It's so like that's my thing. Like 2 days ago, I think I had that battle, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I mean, 2 days of the time of this, you know, recording and whatnot. I battled my bud, and I still have yet to put that up there, but the video will go up, when I get the time and everything. I've already got the tagline: Leviathans. I hate Leviathans.
What's that the reference for in regards to the matchup and meaning?
Well, you get where the quote of the title is coming from, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Indiana Jones snakes. I hate snakes.
Yeah.
He ran a Milotic set that I've struggled with in the past. It was like a really, really bulky one with a Marvel scale and whatnot. And it happens. And also had Mirror Code too, so that's always a fun thing.
That's neat, at least.
Yeah, Mirror Code, Ice Beam, Recover, and I'm blanking on the last move right now, but yeah, it was that was a fun battle to. I mean, I only lost 2-0 there. I mean, I'm still doing all right over there. I think I still had to do like my other VGC league and whatnot, and then I had the VGC league where there was 128 people in the league.
That's a lot. Wow.
Yeah, but to be clear on that, we broke it up into 8 16-team regions. So
that makes it a lot easier then.
Yeah, we did like a Kanto, a Johto, a Hoenn, a Sinnoh, the main generations and everything on that. So, I mean, I'm just looking at next week for myself. I mean, on the bright side, next week at least on the speed tiers, I got a little bit of benefit on my side.
Well, that's good. You can take advantage of that, of course.
Yeah, because like when we battled, like my thing was I was scared beyond recognition of KDA.
Oh, this is Gina.
Yeah, because
I thought about it.
Dude, I was literally like trying to beg my friend. I was like, "Yo, can you get me on Showdown real quick? Because I'm looking at these calcs and something's not like I want to make sure it worked." And I mean, granted, it was a neutral hit on the Alchemy with that Shea had brought, but it said Skill-Link Choice Banded Bullet Seed 5 hits on Gmax Lapras does max 48%.
Wow, I not know that.
Yeah,
that's
like
impressive.
Yeah, and I was like, is this legitimate or what? Because I the second that I saw are you all out attack? I just threw it out there because why not? It's the generic showdown or the generic damage calculator one, and I just threw in my set, and I Dynamax. Oh, my bad. Or at least this Lapras set that I imported. Bullet Seed, 252 attack, Choice Band, Chinchino, Bullet Seed. In your setup, Jolly Nature, Max Attack, Choice Band. Versus the Lapras set that I had. 45 to 53% with 5 hits.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage.
And then you would have procced the weakness policy on the first hit, and then it would have gone bye-bye.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I didn't bring that. I think just because Celesteela existed, though. I think it's still probably had a good matchup.
Celesteela was a late scratch. Like I was like, I mean, it could potentially work in this game, but I was like. The Chinchino kind of scared me. I mean, naturally, the Gmax Charizard scared me.
Of course, that mon is just insane.
Yeah, it was like it was just a matter of like hopefully getting lucky and all that with the moves and whatnot, because it's a very scary one. And I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, as long as I gave you like a good matchup and whatnot, that's all I can do. That's all I can say about it.
Of course, and you definitely did. I want to thank you again for that. That was a good one. I'm excited to put this together and upload it on the 1st because it's going up on New Year's.
All right, hey, so spoiler alert, ringing in the new year with a win.
Yep.
And just for the heck of it, since it's going to be uploaded on New Year's, let's do our own little minor prediction here at the end of it. What do you think we're going to see on the first view of the sunrise from space?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
I know people are like speculating that we're probably going to see something with Diamond and Pearl remix or whatnot. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do know that the sunrise for Japan would be 11 a.m. our time.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know that. But,
yeah, we're 13.
I would love. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say we're 13 hours behind Japan in terms of like the time and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I should have known that, but I don't know. Diamond and Pearl remix would be awesome, but I'm not gonna hold my breath about it.
I mean, in all fairness, like that one YouTuber that and I'm giving him a shout out here, that Hoops and Hip Hop, how he does this podcast on the UCast Studios channel. I'll be honest, like there was like if you ever did like a thing where dumb decisions that you've made in Pokemon, I can tell you, I've got 2 in my database that are hilariously ridiculous. The first one, I used although in all fairness, it probably isn't stupid nowadays because people do it all the time, but back then it was stupid. No, it is stupid. I master balled a regular Psyduck because I didn't have any Pokeballs left.
Oh no.
That's the first thing. And the second one was because my first game was Fire Red. I still remember it. It took me 14 tries to beat the league, and it was because I could not get past the Rhydon because I was using a Zapdos against a Rhydon.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like, back then let's see, it was about like 10 at the time of that, I want to say. So give or take. They are stupid things, but that's content for you.
Of course.
And it would definitely be something fun to discuss. What are some of the dumbest things that you've done in the franchise? I'm sure you've got a couple that you've done before.
Yeah, it's almost impossible not to do something pretty dumb. Whether you're like a little kid playing or just something in League, of course. I have. But
yeah, like
everyone's got their moments in the Pokemon.
Yeah, so that is going to do it for the post-game conference. You guys can check out Galladite's channel with the link in the description below. Follow the UPA for all of our coaches. All their links are in the description. Give them some love, guys. Follow the UPA on Twitter. Join our server for the fans, and then get yourself a Flamethrowers roll and a Talonflames roll while you're at it. So that way, you will always stay hot.